for the touchdown.
Going for two.
Hello, boys and girls and the undecided. Tonight's guest, Bruce Leroy. Musical guest, Angela Veraco. This episode is sponsored by Daddy Green's Pizza. Fun and food for the whole family. When your company receives backlash for doing business with a country that murders journalists and oppresses women, so you bring in a guy that you fired for being a racist. Haha, pro wrestling is gonna pro wrestle. Tonight the Lakers played the Raptors. Damn, they get a break from the West, but they have to play the best team in the East. But help is on the way. Tyson Chandler is going to sign with the Lakers. I wonder if he'll show LeBron that ring from 2011. You know Alabama is a great team when they're on the road against the number 3 team and the commentators are constantly pushing the LSU narrative of just try to survive. Keep it close by the half. Keep it close by the fourth. Try not to get killed too soon. That's the game plan. Delaying the inevitable death. And welcome to the complete crock known as Daylight Savings Time. That means you turn your clock back 1 hour. But if you're a Cowboys fan, you've already turned the clock back to 1996. Bears fans, 1985. And if you're a Browns fan, find the nearest clock and beat yourself over the head with it. And speaking of, the Browns lost today because they're the Browns. But hey, at least they didn't take an extra overtime period to do it. Think of it as time-efficient losing. Chicago beat Buffalo pretty bad. Are the Bills allowed to call themselves a football team? I mean, legally. Or do they have to go to some government office and re-register, do some paperwork, play decent for 8 straight minutes, maybe have Peterman do one of those eye tests that they have at the DMV so he knows which team to throw to? I mean, when they do their taxes and ask for an occupation, are they allowed to call themselves football players? Or would that result in an audit or a fine? Is it illegal to falsify your occupation? I just don't want these guys to run into any legal troubles. I mean, they've done enough losing already. The Panthers are quietly having a good season. They just beat the Bucs. To cope with the benching and the losing, Jameis Winston robbed a bank. The Dolphins beat the Jets. Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions.
Go!
He now has 14 for the season.
Go! Go!
The Steelers beat the Ravens in a game that no one paid attention to. Remember when this matchup was of significance? The Vikings beat the Lions, and I'm still not drinking the purple drink. And Julio Jones finally has more touchdowns than me for the season. Way to break the tie in Week 9. The Falcons won this game versus the Slurs, which means that the best of the NFC East couldn't beat the bottom of the South. The Texans beat the Broncos, I think.
It doesn't matter!
The Chargers beat the Seahawks, which moves them up to 6-2, and nobody cares. They're gonna lose in the playoffs. Phillip Rivers will get mad, and then he'll go make more babies. He almost has his own team. The Saints beat the Rams in a matchup that had as much defense as an NBA All-Star game. A few weeks ago, Drew Brees threw his 500th touchdown, and he's going to need another 500 this year to make up for that defense. The Patriots and the Packers faced off tonight. I'm rooting for both teams to lose, but I'm not sure if that's theoretically possible. Some are calling this the Battle of the GOATs. Brady, the guy with more Super Bowl wins than any quarterback in the history of the league, versus the guy who has as many titles as Trent Dilfer.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
That concludes another episode. Bruce Leroy couldn't make it. He got tied up in a craps game. And I'm not really sure what happened to Angela.
I bid you farewell and good luck, morons. Bye.